Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade For, and welcome to my channel. Alright, today we are going to make a bunch of candy pieces using pretty much every single thing from Dollar Tree. If you just saw my gingerbread and hot cocoa haul from Dollar Tree, I mentioned that we were going to do a craft using these little candy trays. See that right there? So, okay, I am so excited for this one. And then I have a few other different little ideas that we're gonna do together. So I'm excited to make these and to decorate with them. So, first off, we're gonna use this one right here, this tray, and actually I bought like 5 of these because it is so daggone cute. All right, so as always, I'm going to adjust the camera, that way you can see exactly what to do. Okay, so I have the tray here. Hopefully this is a good angle for you. So all we're gonna do is, we are gonna take basic white apple barrel paint from, this is from Walmart. You can get the small ones for like 50 cents. This bigger one I think is like $2, but it's just basic white paint. All right, so just put a bunch of white paint onto this little plate right here. Now, what you wanna do first, give this a good wipe down. Just wipe it down really good. Okay, and we are going to paint this, but we're not painting everything. So, for starters, we're gonna paint the end of the candy. Okay, so on this one right here, you wanna make sure you get quite a bit of paint on your paintbrush. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, okay, see, kinda like where the line, where it kinda like starts into the plate. So I'm just gonna kinda go to there, use that kinda as my guide. And then I'm going to paint all of this white. And it is going to take at least 2 coats of white paint. And I'm going to do the sides. I'm going to do the edges. Just brushing it. I'm just going to kind of go over everything, make sure I don't have any thick runs. Okay. Can you see how I painted that? I just painted all the edges. Okay, so that one just like that. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to skip this one right here. All right, so if you see this tray, and if you buy this tray, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You have like these ridges that divide each little section. So, I am going to skip the first little compartment and I'm going to the second one. Okay. All I'm going to do, I'm going to take my paintbrush, I'm going to put it on the side of where it's raised, and I'm going to start to fill in this whole little section right here. And once again, this is going to take 2 coats. Okay. I'm just going along that ridge. I'm going to do the little sides. Okay, and I'm also going to do like the edge, like right there. Just trying to stay within the lines. Okay, I'm going to do this one right also. Okay, so just like that, and don't worry, if you see strokes, it's okay, because it's going to take 2 coats and then we're going to do something else to it. So now I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to put my paintbrush and just kind of glide along that raised part, letting that be my buffer. Okay. And if you mess up, it's okay. You can just wipe it up really quick before it dries. Okay, so now I'm going to do my little the edges and then the little side. See, and I kind of messed up right there, and I swipe it off. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to paint right here and then the little edge. See, just like that. And once again, mine's not perfect. You can see like brush strokes, but it's okay because I have to do another coat. All right, so once again, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go to the very next one. Once again, let my paintbrush just glide along that edge where it's raised. Okay, see how that's looking? Look how pretty already. All right, so once again, I will skip that. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this one. I'm just gonna hold the tray, get a bunch of paint on my brush, and now I'm just gonna paint this little end. And remember, this is supposed to be candy. I have never seen a perfect piece of candy. So just do it however you want. Okay, once again, I'm gonna do the edge. Okay, see? Look how cute it's already looking, and we are not finished. Okay, so this is now completely dry. So I am going to do the second coat. All you're gonna do, just repaint over everything. Just kind of do nice and thick. Just make sure that your paint is completely dry. That way it doesn't like drag it off as you're going. Yeah. So like I said, just once again, you're just gonna paint everything that second coat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do a second coat to all of this, and then that way we can move on to the next step. Okay, so now we are gonna take Mod Podge. I just have basic old Dollar Tree matte Mod Podge. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna squeeze this onto the end. Just kind of, woo, that's a lot. Just a basic old foam brush from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to brush that on there. Once it's completely dry, like make sure it is completely dry before you do this. Because if not, once again, you'll just be dragging your paint off. Now, I'm gonna take some of this iridescent glitter. This is from, now this is from Walmart. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on to that Mod Podge. And you can go as heavy or light as you want with this. Just kind of shake it off. But look, okay, can you tell? That beautiful glitter. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, everywhere where it's white, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna put some Mod Podge onto each one of these, and I'm gonna brush it on. Okay, and I'm gonna sprinkle this glitter all over that Mod Podge. Just make sure you have like a tray or something to catch it, because if not, it is messy. Okay, shake that off. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing to the end. Just a little Mod Podge. I'm gonna brush that on. Make sure I get it everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna sprinkle this on. I'm gonna shake it off. Shake off that excess. Okay, oh my goodness, look how cute this is. All right, I want you to be able to see the glitter. You see all that glitter on there? How sparkly, how sparkly it is. But this seriously just made the cutest piece of candy. And it's $1. You know, this big old piece of candy right here from Dollar Tree, and we just made it even better. Yeah, okay, there's the sparkle. I love it. And now, like I said, I bought 5 of these, so I'm gonna make some more of these. But, okay, our next thing. Okay, so I have seen people make candy out of pool noodles from Dollar Tree. I do not have any pool noodles in my stores, so we are gonna use paper towel rolls, or like a toilet paper roll. You could use a wrapping paper roll, like a big long one. But I just have these. I'm gonna cut this and make it, no. I'm gonna cut this one in half, just my paper towel roll. And it doesn't have to be exact. I'm gonna take this candy cane wrapping paper from Dollar Tree. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these toilet paper rolls and I'm gonna wrap them up. Just open this up and I'm gonna leave kind of a gap on the end. That way I can tuck it in or cover it. And I'm just gonna give that a good roll and then I'm gonna cut it. I just wanna make sure that it's completely covered. So now that I have this cut, all I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna put a piece of tape just right there in the center, okay? And then I'm just gonna roll it just to completely cover it. And then I'll put another one piece of tape. Okay, just like that. Now I'm gonna take the ends and I'm gonna tuck them in. Just like that. Just kind of tuck the ends into the tube. Just like that. Now, I'm gonna do a couple more real quick, that way you see. Okay. Once again, I'm just gonna, this one's a little bit longer, but it's perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna cut down the sides some. And the best thing, this wrapping paper, it has like the grid lines. That way you can keep yourself straight because I cannot cut straight for nothing. All right, so just gonna kind of give this a roll. That way I see how much I need to cut. So I'm just gonna go to this grid line right here. Once again, I'm gonna kind of center that with my paper. I just need one little piece of tape right there. And then I'm just gonna roll it all over. Okay. And then once again, just another little piece of tape. Okay. And I will now take my sides and tuck them into the tube. Just like that. Okay. Just tuck them down in there. All right, now we're gonna make this look even more like candy. So I have this, what is this called? The cello wrap, like the cellophane wrap. It's like on a roll like wrapping paper, but it's the cellophane. This is also Dollar Tree. I'm gonna open this up. Alrighty, I'm gonna take my candy. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a couple inches to the side, and I can always trim off excess. I'd rather go too long than too short. So I've got about, I guess about 3 inches on the side here. Once again, I'm going to wrap. I'm gonna do one more little piece of tape. Just a little piece of tape to hold that right there. Now, once again, I'm going to wrap my little piece of candy just a couple times. All right, I'm gonna trim off all this excess. And I'm gonna cut that. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna do one more little piece of tape just to hold this down in place for me. Okay, nice clear tape. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now I'm gonna take my ends and give me a little twist. And I could have left even more because once you twist it, it kind of makes it even shorter. So I got that twisted. I'm now just gonna take some wrap or like some ribbon, like this curly ribbon that you get like for Christmas. And I'm just gonna tie it on the ends, like right where I twisted it. So I've got that twisted. I'm gonna wrap my ribbon around it and give me a couple good little knots to hold that twist for me. And then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna like curl my ends. I always just use my fingernails, but you can use scissors. Look at that. And actually you could add you a couple different like ribbons, some silver would look really cute with this, or green. Okay. So once again, I've got my end. I'm just gonna grab it and I'm just gonna twist it a couple times. Right. Just get me some, just get whatever ribbon you wanna use. And I'm just gonna tie me a couple knots. Look at how cute that is. That is just a piece of candy that you can add to a garland, into a Christmas tree. I love that. That is adorable. And you can add you like a couple like to each end just to make it really full. If I could add green, I would definitely add some green to this. All right, so that's that one. Let's do one more together. Okay. Once again, I'm just gonna lay my candy right here. And this time I'm gonna do close to 4 inches on the end. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that down also. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna take the end of my paper, of the cellophane wrap, just a little piece of tape to hold that in place for me. And then I'm gonna start wrapping this candy up just to get good coverage. And I'm gonna cut all the way across. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna do a little piece of tape right here. Okay, put that right there. And then I'm gonna twist my ends. I'm gonna take this ribbon, and once again, I'm gonna do a couple good tight knots around that twist. Okay, what you can do, take scissors on the dull side, not the shiny side, not the shiny red, but the dull side. You're gonna put your scissors against it, press down with your thumb, and then just drag it along that ribbon. And it's gonna give you some pretty little curls. Like that. Same thing on the dull side of the ribbon. Put my scissors against it, lightly press, and then just drag it. And it kind of just gives me all these cute little curly cues. But I love these. These turned out so daggone cute. Okay, so now we're gonna take these round styrofoam disc from Dollar Tree. This is in the floral section. They have this year round, and it's a 2-pack. So you get 2 for $1. It's still $1 here at least in Kentucky. But, so I'm gonna take this right here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, because we're gonna paint this, I'm gonna take this dowel rod and I'm gonna stick it just right here in the side. That way I can hold this while I paint it. So I'm just gonna kind of go center right here on the side and just push that in and kind of work it in. That way I hold it and paint it without getting paint everywhere. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, because I've tried painting styrofoam and it was kind of hard. It didn't really want to cover. So I'm just gonna take this basic white paint again, and I'm just gonna put a bunch of paint right on the top of this. Just a bunch of paint right there. And I'm just gonna start painting this around, because you're gonna notice if you do this, it wants to absorb right away into that foam. So that's why I'm doing a lot of paint, and I can move it around really quick. Okay, you see I'm just kind of swirling it all the way around. Yeah, that may have been a little too much paint. But I have to do the sides too, so that's okay. You see, I'm just kind of holding my stick, and I'm just gonna drag it along the sides, all the way around. Just dragging that paint along the sides. Yeah, I put a little too much paint this time. I was determined to have it covered. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, I'm gonna do 2. So I'll just start kind of painting on this one. I'm gonna put some of that paint on this second one. All right, I got that fully covered now. I'm gonna sit this to the side, that way I can paint this one. Okay, I don't know about you, but I haven't been able to find dowel rods at Dollar Tree for the longest time. So these are just from Walmart, and I think it was less than $2. Maybe it was like $1.90 something. But I'm just gonna take this one right here from Walmart. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm just gonna go to the side, and I'm just gonna push that in. Okay. Now I can just hold this rod and paint it. Once again, I'm gonna do a bunch of paint, maybe not so much paint. Okay, so you got that paint right there. I'm just gonna spread it around. Okay, so now that this one is completely dry, I'm now gonna take some red, and I have bright red apple barrel paint from Walmart. Once again, it was like 50 cents. Paint right here onto this plate. Okay, I seriously have been overthinking how to do this. I don't know, everybody just everything looks so easy. I'm just gonna take kind of this little fine paintbrush. Just get some paint on there. I'm gonna go, set this down where you can see it. I'm just gonna kind of go right to what I consider the center. I'm gonna put a dot. Just a little bitty red dot. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of curve a little bit instead of doing like a straight line. Just kind of do like a little arch. Yeah, just a little kind of a curve. Now I'm gonna take this, same little spot, same little center, and I'm gonna curve going the exact same direction, just going like wider, kind of making a V. Okay, and then I'm gonna spin this around. So again, get that paint in there. Same starting point. And I'm gonna do another wide curve. They are not spaced exactly the same. I am just trying to freehand this. Because like I said, I was overthinking it, and I was kind of stressing myself out. Like I wasn't even gonna do this because I wanted it to be perfect for you, but that's not crafting. You know, crafting is not perfect. And I don't even think I have this daggone thing centered. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go with it. Whoop. Spin that. Go whoop. Just kind of going back over it. You see, I'm just kind of going wide, slanty little V's. And I guess I'll do this one too right here. Right. There is nothing perfect about that at all. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my bigger brush that I've been using for the white paint. I cleaned it out really good. I'm now gonna paint one red, skip, paint another one red. You're gonna have to go thick with this paint. All right, let's see. Let me pick this one. Trying to kind of stay in the lines. And I'm just gonna go over this and paint this whole little like pie slice red. Okay, so I got that one red. I will skip this one right here. And I'm gonna do this next little slice red. Red, white, red, white, red, white. That did not even turn out right. You know what? That's all right. I'm gonna roll with it. Because red, white, that should be red, white. So apparently I don't have enough little swirls, but that's all right. I'm just gonna do that one like that. And then I'm gonna stick one over here like that. We are just going to roll with this. It is not perfect. And I'm gonna do one little thin one in between these. Okay, yeah, we just had to kind of roll with it, but it's okay. So now I'll kind of sit this one over here. Okay. And now that this one is dry, let's see what we can do with this one. Okay, so with this one, once again, I'm gonna use that little paintbrush, dip it down in the red. I'm gonna go from what I consider to be center, do my little dot. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna do like a swirl, you know, almost like a lollipop. Let's see if that will work. Now obviously it keeps wanting to absorb right into that foam. So I'm just gonna stay patient with this, and I'm gonna keep tracing over that red paint. Okay. All right. Instead, I'm just gonna keep doing like swirls of a lollipop. Okay. I think it's kind of good to work in small little areas. And I'm just gonna keep going around in a small little areas for a thicker paint. Just keep spreading your paint out. Okay, like I said, I just keep going around and around. Okay, I'm even kind of like on the edge over here. Guess I'm gonna loop around till I get down here to like the stick. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one right here. I'm gonna do a second coat of paint over this one really quick. Okay, so you see we did two different styles. Now I'm gonna let these sit and dry, and we're gonna move on to our next one, and then we'll come back and add the glitter to that. All right, I have this really big ornament from Dollar Tree. You can use any ornament that you already have, or the smaller ones. If I had a smaller one, I would use it. But I just have this big one, so I'm gonna use this right here. I'm gonna pull the end off, and I'm hoping that maybe I can get one of these dowel rods to go inside that hole right there. Let's see. Oh geez, that's almost perfect. I'm gonna put some hot glue kind of like down inside where the little ornament was, right here in this hole. Just kind of fill that right there with some hot glue. And I'm gonna try to shove this into that hole. Okay. I'm gonna apply pressure and let that dry. Okay, so now while this continues to dry, we're gonna do the top. All right, we're gonna get fancy here. I'm gonna use Riley's water bottle. And I'm just gonna stick that down in there just to hold it for me. All right. Yeah, we're gonna decorate like the top of it, like it's a piece of candy. Okay, so I think on this one, I'm gonna try using the caulk from Dollar Tree. When you get the tube, you will have to snip the end of it off. And then once you do that, you just squeeze it out. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of work this all the way down to the bottom. I've used mine quite a few times now. Okay. All right, so I am gonna start right here on the top. And I'm just gonna go around in a circle at first. Okay. I just kind of want to get a bunch onto here. So I think at first I'm just gonna take a foam brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like spread this out like it's icing, like we're icing like a cupcake or something. I'm just gonna go just like you would, just kind of go, you know, around in a circle. And I'm just gonna keep adding to it. So I'm gonna add more along the ends, along the side. Okay. And then I want mine to like drip down, and it's spinning on me. Alright, I just gotta want it to drip down in spots. Just kind of squeezing it and just rubbing it all over. Okay, so I'm gonna take that foam brush. I'm just gonna kind of like spread, kind of smear it, I guess you'd say. Just kind of keep working it down. Kind of got that drip right there. Take that down, smear it right here. I'm gonna kind of smear that down. Okay. Once again, just spreading all this out. I just want it to be like a thick frosting. So now you can take the same glitter. You can take Epsom salt to make it look like snow. Or you can take some of this ornament filler from Dollar Tree to make it look like sprinkles. I'm definitely going to use some of this iridescent glitter just right into that caulk, and it will stick. Okay. So see, can you tell? It's got a little bit of glitter to it. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of this red. Yeah, that's crafting with me. Holy moly. Alright, that there. Now, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take some of the green. Okay, now I'm gonna try to sprinkle some of the green. I think the green is very, very pretty. And this sucker is pouring out. Okay, let me just hold that. I want some on the sides. Okay, shake off the excess onto my little pizza pan here. But, can you see how pretty that looks? Okay, we're not done with this. Okay, I am gonna take this green and white ribbon from Dollar Tree. It's what they have year round. And I am gonna tie it around my stem and tie a bow. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tie this right here, right underneath. And I'm just gonna tie me a cute little bow. But oh my gosh, look how cute this like sucker is. And this is gonna be so cute as like an ornament on a tree, but I'm gonna like prop mine into a tree. But look how cute that is. I love this one. Now I made a huge mess making that, but it's okay. So, okay, I'm gonna sit this in here, let that continue to dry. Okay, now back to these right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do to this one right here is, I'm just gonna squeeze Mod Podge all over this right here. Just gonna put quite a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna brush it on. Just trying to cover everything, kind of get that spread all over it. Okay, and I'm gonna take the iridescent glitter that we've been using, and I'm gonna sprinkle this all over the top of this right here, this lollipop. Okay, now just remember, Mod Podge dries clear. So I'm gonna shake that out, just a little excess. So I'm gonna set this to the side, let this one dry. Now this one, I am gonna try to do Mod Podge only on the red. I wanna try something. So, okay, I'm gonna put some Mod Podge right here on this red one. I'm just gonna use my same brush. I'm just gonna try to carefully stay on the red. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same glitter sequence, whatever, from Dollar Tree, and see if I can like sprinkle it onto here. Okay, I'm gonna turn that over, try to shake that off. Ooh, fancy! Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing to both of these big red ones. Okay, trying to just stay on the red. I don't want to get Mod Podge on the white. So I'm trying to do my best to keep a steady hand. Let's see if I can do this. Once again, just trying to sprinkle it right here onto the red, right where I had that Mod Podge. And I'm lightly trying to just kind of tap it out. Okay, all right, I'm gonna turn it over, shake off the excess. Look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. All right, now I'm gonna use a little fun paintbrush. And I'm gonna use Mod Podge, and once again, I'm gonna try to just stay right on that red line. Try to sprinkle just a little bit at a time. Just trying to stay on that little bitty thin line. All right, last one right here. This last little red mark. Okay, sprinkle that on there. All right, got all of that done. Now I'm gonna like turn over, try to tap off all that excess. Look how pretty. Look, I mean, that's like Wizard of Oz like shoes. Oh my goodness. Look at those ruby, like that ruby red. That is beautiful, and that would be so pretty in a garland or on a Christmas tree. Love it. All right, so once again, I'm gonna take the silicone wrap, and I'm gonna try to wrap this up like a peppermint. Okay. Just kind of use this as a guide. All right, sit that down right there. I'm just gonna cut this out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this over. All right, so I'm gonna sit this face down, kind of like centered in my cellophane. I'm gonna pull that up. I need one little piece of tape. Right there. I'm going to pull that down. Now just a little piece of tape. Okay. All right, now we're going to turn this over, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our sides, and we're going to twist them like a peppermint. All right, once again, I'm going to take some of this pretty little red Christmas ribbon, and I'm going to tie me a couple knots. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. All right, same thing. I'm going to take this, I'm going to give that just a couple little twists, come back around. Right. Get some ribbon. And you notice I'm not measuring my ribbon. I am just pulling it out and just cutting some. Once again, I'm just going to tie me a couple knots real quick. This comes unraveled. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I'm going to kind of trim this up on the end, kind of keep it a little even. Look how cute that is. Actually, I'm going to add me another little ribbon down here on this end. I wish I had some silver or green. Actually, I kind of wish I had green. I love red, white, and green together for Christmas. So cute. I cannot wait to put this upstairs on our elf tree. Love that one. All right, now the lollipop. This one is still kind of dry with that Mod Podge. So with this one, I'm just gonna roll out the cellophane. I'm gonna lay my sucker. I've got about 4 inches of cellophane down here. I'm now gonna roll over, on top and over. Now I'm gonna cut all of this off. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap up our sucker. I'm just going to bring all of that down and around our cute little sucker. So I've got a bunch of wrinkles. I'm just gonna try to like pull it down to kind of get rid of those wrinkles. Okay, so now I kind of get the wrinkles out of this. I'm gonna take this big twist tie that I have. I'm gonna wrap it around right underneath of it. I'll go around to the back, just to kind of hold it in place for me. Now, I don't need all this excess, so I'm just gonna kind of cut this off real quick. I'm just gonna go around kind of in a circle. Okay, just like that. Now, once again, this pretty red ribbon. Once again, same exact thing. I'm just gonna tie me a couple knots. And I think next time I go to Dollar Tree or Walmart, I'm gonna get some green ribbon like this. I really think green would look great on this. Ah, I love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. These turned out so cute. I am so excited that we just did these together because I've been wanting to put some like on our elf tree. So you got this one right here, like the little lollipop. I think this turned out really cute. Now I will say I'll need red glitter, like fine regular glitter, because if I had some, I would have done like red into the red paint, which if next time I go out, I may get some red glitter and do that. I'll Mod Podge it and then put red glitter. This one, I love this one. Now, I am not the first person to do this kind of stuff. I mean, pretty much almost every YouTuber has done these. They all do their own method and some are probably better than others. But I just think they're so cute. You know, I just wanted some for our tree, so I thought I would share it with you. So, but I love this one. These right here turned out really cute. Paper towel holders. Like I said, paper towel holders, toilet paper rows, or a paper towel row, toilet paper row, gift wrap. You're gonna be wrapping like Christmas presents, birthday presents, the cellophane. You could use the row that's in here. But they just turned out really cute. And you can add these onto a wreath, a Christmas tree, a mantle garland. But I love them. Adorable. This right here, I tell you what, this was just kind of like one of those things I threw in, but I love it. I'm so happy that we did this one together because look how cute this is right here. I think this is gonna be really cute popping into the tree. I love it. And I may make a few more of these too, but that turned out even better than I thought. And then my favorite, which started this whole thing, is this little tray. This $1, we started with one of these, just basic red little tray that you've probably seen and overlooked, white paint and some glitter. Mod Podge just some glitter on there. And look how cute. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. I love this one. This is adorable. If I do, I want to decorate the top of our kitchen cabinets for Christmas, but it's like, oh my gosh. It's a lot, but I may end up doing that. But I want this to kind of like pop in as candy for our Mrs. Claus's kitchen. But I love this one. Okay, so that is it for this video. Let me know which one is your favorite. Seriously, it has to be this little tray, but I'm excited how this ornament turned out. And you can use any ornament you have, any color. I love them, and it doesn't have to be this big one. It can do regular sizes too. But okay, several more videos to come. More Christmas crafts, some more gingerbread stuff, decorating, and of course some Dollar Tree hauls. Okay, so if you love these as much as I do, give me a thumbs up. Yes, and don't forget, if you want to do a Christmas card exchange with me, I got a bunch of different Christmas cards I want to send out to you. So if you, so I will link my P.O. box down below, and it's also going to be, actually I may put it right here for you. I'll put it right here and at the very end. So if you send me and my family a Christmas card, I will send you one back. That way we can fill our homes with Christmas cards. I miss being a kid and having a house full of Christmas cards. No one really sends me, no one really does cards anymore. So, like I said, if you want to do a Christmas card exchange with me, send it to my P.O. box, and as soon as I get it, I will send you one. So, okay, so I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.